exciting. Okay, so my first game is an arcade game where the player controls a figure on the bottom of the screen. This game sort of covers the mathematics game. As a mathematics game where there will be like a question, like an equation on the bottom, say 5 times 6, and then there will be numbers falling from the sky, and one of them will be the right answer, and then the player is trying to catch that right number, and then the things will speed up, and then the levels will change. As you get into a higher level, the equations gets harder, and this will be developed in Scratch. It will be for like a desktop game, one-on-one desktop game for the kids to play.
Okay. Just numbers dropping from the ceiling, is that right?
Yeah, like basically the numbers dropping from the sky, and you have a character here, like you control him and you can catch stuff. And
every time you catch it, it asks you a math question, is that right?
No, every time. No, it has a math question at the bottom.
Oh, so you have to say.
Say if it's 5 times 6, you're trying to catch 30.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And the second game is basically charades. It's a phone app.
Okay.
Phone app where basically you're given is the whole class split into teams. The phone just basically gives you you can pick a category and then it gives you a random word. Say you pick a category of movies, it can give you 300 or some movie like that, and you have to act it out. It's like a drama kind of game, like you can practice your drama skills and your improvisation skills. And
just a quick comment, feel free to butt in as well. I like that, but a third grader, I think movies is not going to work.
Yeah,
I think like Roaring Lion would be a better idea. You know, like something
that
like
was
that.
An example. That was
okay.
an example. Like those really stupid TV shows like SpongeBob and stuff. Does that work?
Yeah. Okay, next, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then the third game is like a race car game where like it's basically like Subway Surf. You guys play Subway Surf, yeah?
Yeah.
It's basically like that, but then every time you hit an obstacle, you have to answer a math question. Because my main thing right now is doing mathematics. So like you have to, every time you hit an obstacle, you have to answer a math question, and if you get it wrong, you lose a life, and you keep going, and then you have to reach a goal. This will be also a Flash one-on-one game made up for the desktops, and it will be mainly for times tables. And the third one is this game called Celebrity Head. But instead of using celebrity name, basically is it will be projected onto the screen, and then there will be like 1 to 2 players sitting front here, sitting like this. They can't see the thing behind them, and then they have to ask 20 yes or no questions or less to figure out who they are, the name behind them, and then the people will be like heroes in history like Lincoln, Martin Luther King Jr. and those kind of people that they are learning right now currently. Yeah, so there'll be like there'll be like a question count. It'll count down from 20. Like every time he asks a question, you have to press a button saying that he asked a question, and then every time you guess something right, you press a button saying you guessed it right, and then it gets feedback.
Cool. Feedback, yeah.
For that specific game, is it gonna only be what kind of historic people?
Like here, the things they're learning right now is freedom fighters. So basically the things they will be probably learning in the classroom.
Okay, yeah.
So when they ask questions, they know it will be something they're familiar with.
Okay, feedback. I'll just 2 quick comments. The one is charades one. I think I like that. You got to think about leveling up. Thinking about how would the second level be? Maybe you suddenly add an extra character, or you add an extra scene, or just keep on so it becomes more and more complicated. I think that could be quite fun. The heroes in history one. Anyway, sorry. Let's have a vote. What do you think? Yeah, question.
Will the Subway Surf one, will they be timed whenever they're typing in the answers?
Yeah.
Well, that's my question. How is Subway Surf?
Yeah, will it
is
end
goal to hit
or
obstacles in Subway Surf or not?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is.
I think you can collect something at the
Okay,
goal, and
so
see how many questions you answered in the whole route to the finish line.
Okay, Barrett.
Yeah, for the Subway Surf kind of game, like what she said, how much time would you have?
Well, it'll be timed. I don't really know. I probably need to test it. Like first, I need to see. Maybe I'm thinking like because it will be times table, it will be really fast, so 5 to 10
And is
seconds.
there like a quick button to solve the
It will be like A, B, C, D.
But I mean, again, you have easy, hard, and you could have the easy level be just to give you more time, the hard level
Yeah,
be
and
fast,
then-
whatever. Okay, so he's got 4 games. Let's have votes for number 1, which was the math ones dropping from the roof. Votes for number 2, which was the charades. I quite like that. Votes for number 3, which was the Subway Surf.
Yep.
Votes for number 4, which is the Heroes in History. People didn't really vote. Personally, I'll say my own opinion. Guys, please try to vote. I think the Heroes in History one is good. It'll be quite easy to do, which is helpful too. Like, it's not going to be that hard. I think it involves the class. I think it's clever. You can make it exciting. The charades one is, I think, will work very well. And I think for me, the Subway Surf and the other one, I've seen games like that before, so it's slightly less original. But again, I think go through your specs and then hopefully you'll justify one of them afterwards. Cool.
What's next?
Yeah. Sure.